Okay, we're going to work right here, right across these. Video signal, voltage, ground, and Smartaudio on UART 4 right there. We're tinned up. A little excess solder there in my humble opinion, but that's just me. So there's those 4 on. Oops. There's those 4 on. And there's a little slack in the wire. I don't have it real tight. Just so vibrations and stuff doesn't pull on it. Also, you can see right there on the board itself, I did a solder bridge there to make these 2 voltages the same. And my flight controller's not marked right here, this side up. Okay, so there we are. I put an antenna on it. It's not the intended antenna. It's a pagoda antenna I have, but it matches everything. That's because you don't want to power up a video transmitter, of course, without an antenna on it. I just put an antenna on everything nowadays. Most of the so-called receivers are actually transceivers, and therefore actually need an antenna. There are circuitries that can get around that, but not a lot of people want to add that protection to their stuff because of costs. Some do, some don't. Okay. Wow. Well, I don't see any kind of a light or anything on this transmitter, so I'm going to assume that it has to have battery power. There's no power to that pad unless the battery is connected. Let me see here. I can disconnect this. Get me a, oops, another connector real quick. Which is this micro USB instead of a USB-C. And I'm going to see if I can get it in there. It's going to be tough on the USB port for the TBS Unify Pro, and then we'll plug that into the USB. And yeah, we start getting little flashing lights in there. So that's powered from the USB. In my humble opinion, this isn't powered from the it's usually called 4V5 voltage, and it's the voltage in the most of the Maytag flight controllers, which is supplied from USB power versus a regular 5-volt voltage. So I'm just going to verify my suspicions real quick. Now that I know exactly where I'm looking for lights, and I see none. So no, I don't think that comes on until battery voltage is applied. So we'll disconnect once again. Boy, I'm brave, aren't I? Okay, let's connect the battery. And now I think you can see we have lights down here on the TBS Unify Pro. And if we come in here to the camera on Windows 10, and I tell the SkyDroid 5.8 receiver to scan all frequencies. It starts to pick up a little there. Oh, there's a big one. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah. And as you can see now, although there's no camera on this yet, we can see the OSD. It's in stabilized mode. It looks like it's set in level. 10.8 volts on the battery. Cool. You remember, I was looking to hook this to a 10 volt source rather than VBAT. So I think that's what that is. And it also tells me that's not going to be usable for measuring battery current either, because I tell you that 6S battery is not 10.8 volts right now. So we're learning some things. We have no satellites locked up, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, long story short, the VTX is ready to go. So I'm going to close this video very quickly and say thank you very much.